Good afternoon, everyone. This is Coach Maristel once again, your host on Spotlight Stories. Today, I am super excited to introduce a very inspiring young woman originally from Nepal and raised in New York. Meet Mingma Lama, a vibrant 20-year-old university student who is already exploring opportunities and building her vision for the future. At such a young age, Mingma represents the new generation of dreamers and doers who are not afraid to step outside their comfort zone and learn new ways to grow. She will share her story, her journey, and what inspired her to start exploring digital opportunities while balancing university life. Without much ado, help me welcome on stage Bingma Lama.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Coach, for having me here today. I'm so excited to be here. Honestly, we actually scheduled this live a long time ago, and it's finally here, the date. Thank you so much for having me. And hello to all of our audiences. My name is Mingma Lama. I'm currently 20 years old. And of course, she introduced me so well. And yeah, I'm a university student right now. I'm currently majoring in psychology. And I started this business when I was 19 years old. So it's been just about a year actually. I just celebrated my last first year anniversary for this business. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Wow, yes, you're right. We scheduled this interview a long time ago because you are a student and I know how busy it is, the life of a college student. So that's very good because you know how to balance things, right? So I
Yes.
know you introduced a little bit about yourself. You're from Nepal, so you were born in Nepal or you were
Yes.
born here in United States?
I was born in Nepal and then I came to the States when I was like 9, 10 years old. Yeah.
Wow. So how's life back in Nepal? Do you remember the
I do. I mean, like for me, since I was just a kid, life back in Nepal was just like go to school, get school stuff done, and just spend time with my family because I was just like, I was there till I was like 9 years old, and it was just school, 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 and having a lot of fun as a kid with my family.
Yes, and you are taking up psychology?
Yes, right now I'm majoring in psychology. I love it.
Wow, what's your year now? Like sophomore or
Right now I'm a junior in college. Yeah.
wow. So 2 more years.
One more year actually, just one
Oh,
more.
1 more year. Wow, exciting. So okay, how did you learn about digital business?
Honestly, this business, well, I actually never even knew about an online business, to be really, really honest. Okay. My mom found out about this business first and then she told me about it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go check it out because I know that, I mean, as a student, I know that at the end of the day, the online world is growing so much. So if my mom is telling me to look at something, then why not? Right. So I went ahead, I looked into it, and I was like, I love it. Let me just go ahead and do it because I want to do something different and I want to start as an entrepreneur at 19. So let me do it. And then I started it. Yeah.
Oh wow. And so far you're doing great. And I saw I didn't see you in person. I believe that you also went to San Diego for the convention.
Yes,
And
I
then I
did.
just saw the one of the reels, I think it was, one of the videos. And I was like, hey, your personality caught me right away.
Oh,
You know,
thank you.
your vibrant personality. And then I saw that you interviewed one of the coaches, Coach Anne Marie, who also was in Spotlight Stories long time ago, not long time ago, last year. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, when I saw you, I readily said myself, I have to contact this girl because she has to be on Spotlight Stories.
Thank you so much. I feel like it's such an honor to be on this, episode of yours, which is called a Spotlight Story, because it's just like getting to know about the entire person itself, not just
Yes,
about the business. So it's really
correct.
inspiring. I'm gonna definitely I would love to rewatch your episodes actually.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I thought to myself, all of us in the community, we all came from different backgrounds, but we
Yes.
all have our big whys. Like we all have our reasons why we started this digital business. So in your case, what was your biggest why?
My biggest why was just like I always knew that honestly I had this in my heart always that I meant to do something different. I'm not meant to, like, work under anyone else. I always knew that. And I never really did work under anyone else until I started college, actually, right? Obviously, university tuition is so expensive sometimes that to make ends meet, you have to go ahead and get up with some extra part time jobs to just have some extra income for your own personal expenses. And that's what I did. It was my first time working as a barista, as a cashier that time. And I had so many other jobs like bakery and so many other things I can't even remember because I did so much. But with those experiences, I'm really grateful because it made me realize that I'm the kind of person that I'm supposed to work on my own time and schedule. I'm the kind of person that am supposed to be my own boss because I don't think I can stay working like that for a long time. Even though I knew that it was just a part time job, it's temporary until I graduated, I felt the experience. So through that experience, I realized and then I took that step.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, this conversation is very inspiring, and but I cannot hold myself from asking that you also was a beauty titleist.
Yes, I was. I won Miss Teen East Coast when I was 16 years old. That was back in New York. Right now, for my university, I'm in Pennsylvania because my uni is in Pennsylvania, but I'm from New York. And yeah, I won that when I was 16. And, because I won that title, as I mentioned, I never really worked anywhere else because I was just like busy and working in my pageant and stuff like that. And my first time working in a real world job was like when I started college.
Wow. So
Yeah.
did your parents give you this is it in your genes, or did somebody inspire you from your family that, hey, Mingma, for you to succeed in life, it's not just about working for somebody or working for the corporate.
I would definitely say my mom always saw that in me, because I remember when I would, like, work those extra part-time jobs, I would tell my mom about like everything that happened. I would be like, this happened today, that happened today. I didn't like that. I didn't like this. And then my mom would tell me, this is what happens when you're working under someone else. And
Hmm.
then I and
Oh
then, like,
wow.
that hit me. I was like, "That's so true. I can't do anything about it because that's not my company. I'm not the boss there." So
Wow.
that really hit me, and my mom told me as well that, "You're meant for something different." And then I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Well, that is very true because for us, we learn it like late in life already. Like, I think you are familiar with the norm that all of us were taught to go to school, get good
Yes.
grades,
Yeah,
graduate, have a family, go to work, stay at that particular job, because
right.
otherwise, if you keep on hopping from one job to another, then it's like like a little disadvantage, some kind of,
It is. Yeah,
but so that's what happens. So people stay at this job or that job for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and then retire, and then that's it.
exactly.
So in your case, you already discovered that it's a different kind of life if you have your own business, you
Mhm.
own your time. So how did you did you see this business from an ad, or somebody introduced it to you, or your mom? You said that, right?
Yeah, so it was actually through an ad because, I think this is the most common way that people usually find out about our online business. And it was through an ad that my mom saw, and then she sent me that ad, and then I looked into it, and then the process, everything, the refundable fee, and then I got into it. Yeah.
Were you skeptical, or
I was not at all, honestly, because at first, like, I was like, what's there to be skeptical about when it says it's refundable, right? And
yes?
there were so many testimonials there that there was really nothing to be skeptical about.
Mhm.
And then once you go ahead and enroll in the refundable program, that's what I did. And then once receive those 8 videos in your email, everything is so
Mhm.
set clear. Everything is explained so clearly that you just understand it and there's nothing to be skeptical about. So, I mean, I don't know about other people, but for me, I was not skeptical at all. And when I watched those videos, I instantly decided that this is it. I'm going to do it.
So what was your impression when you were able to get inside the community? Like the community nowadays, we have 250,000 something
Mm.
members. So what was, like your impression of those people inside.
Oh my gosh. I was just so inspired by everyone because like when I first got into the community, I was like, wow, like these are all like people who have started from scratch and now they're like living this dream that they've always had. And now because of their success, they're inspiring a lot of people who are just starting, especially me when I started. Their success was my inspiration. I was like, they can do it, I can do it.
Wow. So the
Yeah.
challenges, let's talk about the challenges because of course, uh, having a business or any kind of business, there's always going to be like ups and downs, like
Yes.
especially when you started, what did
Yeah.
you encounter any challenges at all?
Yes, I feel like the biggest challenge, when I started my business was I think that this is a challenge for a lot of us as well in the community, guys, okay? I think it was, like, people just commenting, like, really mean things, honestly. There were a lot of people who commented, like, mean things, and it was fine, it was alright, but I guess, like, that just made me grow even, like, stronger and made me realize that, you know what? This is a normal part of
Mhm.
being in the public eye, but that's fine because guess what? At the end of the day, like, what I'm doing is ethical
Mhm.
and I don't need anyone else's approval but myself. So that was the only challenge, honestly. Yeah,
And I really love that mindset because you are right. Like, if we keep on just focusing on what other people say about us, then we're not going to go anywhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And I also like realized during that moment that criticism is always going to be there when you do something different, when you start something, people are going to criticize you, but that has nothing to do with you at all because it just like reflects their own energy, it reflects their own mindset and not yours. And even till date, I actually have people personally messaging me with really mean comments and really mean
Really.
things. Yeah,
From
but
people that you know?
no, people that I have no idea who they are, just, like, random people
Yes,
personally
exactly.
messaging me with, like, really mean things, and then, like, I just, like, get in my notification, I'm like, "Okay, God bless you." Because it's weird. I mean, like, for me or, like, I believe for a lot of people, like, if we don't like something that we see, we wouldn't even follow them or, like, look at their stories. But there are a lot of people out there who don't do that, and they just like to pull people down. So from here, I would like to, like, give my best advice to everyone out there is that if anyone comments something mean on your page, if anyone says something mean to you, it's not about you, it's about them. So you go and keep doing your thing, and you go and keep winning in life. That's it.
Yes, because even like what you said, we are in the public eye. How much more, diba? Diba? Oh my God, I turned myself into a Tagalog speaking. But anyway, so yes, so who inspires you the most in life?
In life, I would obviously say my family, right? I love my family so much, and every single woman in my family inspires me a lot. I'm the kind of girl who has been raised by like really strong women. I'm only surrounded by women in my life. So that's something that really inspires me, and I look up to them a lot. And if I talk about a role model, then I admire Bruce Lee a lot. I love Bruce Lee. He's my inspiration because I'm a martial artist, so I really
Oh,
look
you
up.
are too.
Yes, and I really look up to him and his mindset. And like it's all about the mindset. Like if you have a strong mind, then nothing in this world can stop you. I really love it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's how you become who you are today. At such a very young age, your mindset is very strong that no one will shake you
Thank
ever.
you.
Wow. So okay, so what was your favorite part of the business? We do have our favorite part of the business aside from the financial thing.
Right. Yeah. There's so many things, right? Because this business is so amazing. I love it so much. But my favorite part is honestly how I just like get to do everything on my own time and schedule. That's the biggest thing for me. Like I don't have to wait for anyone. I don't have to, ask permission from anyone. I don't have to like clock in like how I did in those part-time jobs. I am just grateful that right after classes, like when I finish my classes on campus, I just get to work from the park in my campus. Like that's amazing. And like sometimes I'm like I'll be like working on my laptop right after class, and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." Just to myself, I'll be like, "This is great. I love it." Yeah, I love what I do.
So you have a full load. So tell the people right now, or especially our viewers, that because a lot of people, they become interested in joining the business, but then they say, "Oh, I cannot do it because I'm just
Yeah.
too busy." So how do you handle all the craziness in your world right now, being a student and having this? And of course, you're young. You gotta go outside. You gotta date, right? Are you seeing
No.
someone right now?
No, not at all. I feel like because like when you're so invested in your own like life and when you're so busy, you don't have time. You don't have time at all. And you don't like really even have time to hang out at all. But the way I balance it is I feel like it's because it's because like I really see the importance in what I'm doing. So once you realize how important this business is for your own life, you won't really have any excuses. Because at the end of the day, how much time do you really even need to give in our online business? It's just about 1 to 2 hours, right? That's it. So if you can give about at least 1 to 2 hours in your day to your movies, Netflix and chill, to your hanging out, to your scrolling on your phone, then why not use that same time to actually build your business and grow in it? So there should be really no excuse, especially in this online business.
Correct. And you went to San Diego for the convention. Are you going to some of the events in the future?
Yes, so I think we have our gather and grow events, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in that one. Yeah,
In
this year.
Florida, there's one in Australia. They
Yes, the
just
one in
went to
Florida.
Fiji, and then Japan for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Vancouver. There's so much. So if
Uh-huh.
I ask you, the traveling, if that's part of the being in this business, it's so crazy since if you want to travel, you will enjoy this business so much because it's
Mhm.
all tax write off. And
Right.
I mentioned that because it's tax season, and we all file taxes for this business. So in your case, you already filed, right, for
I
yourself
did.
because you are already 20 years old. So
Yes,
have you already filed for this year?
I did. I
Not
did.
yet.
Yeah.
And then tell us more about your experience so far now that you are a business owner.
Okay, so obviously, as Coach just mentioned, that we had our convention last year, June,
Mhm.
and oh my God, it was so much fun because the fact that I got to travel on a business trip but have fun at the same time with my fellow business partners and meet so many new people who had come out there from like different parts of the world to celebrate something really beautiful about our business and to grow together. That was really inspiring to me, and I met some really great people. That was where I first actually met Coach Anne Marie as well,
Mhm.
and Mike and Darren and Jay Shetty. Oh my gosh, I love him so much.
Really? Wow, I know, right? I did not go into the second day. So
Oh,
the
okay,
convention,
that's
yeah,
why.
I went for the first part, yeah.
Yeah, but I honestly admired all of these people that I just named so much, and what I loved about that time and that journey was how I was able to, again, during that time, I was actually still taking summer classes for my university. So I had like 2 classes. So I was working on school stuff and business and convention at the same time. And the reason why I got to do all that was because it was all online. So I
Correct.
loved it. Yeah. And then obviously, like all of that was just a tax write off for this year's tax filing. So it was amazing. I loved it. Yeah.
So, what message could you give the young people of today that, hey, it's on, everything is online, everything is digital, and
Yeah.
especially the young generation, it is so like you absorb everything, like it's so easy to teach you guys. Like you won't have to be worried about not knowing how to copy paste and all because when I started the business, I didn't know how to copy paste, honestly.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
how do you say what do you say about those things about being a not a tech savvy and all?
Yeah, so about that, honestly, for young people, especially for anyone who is like in the era of Generation Z, I believe we all are so like good with technology, not in the fact that we can code computers or we're like computer engineers or software engineers, but we know how to use them. We know how it works. We know how to copy paste because guess what? I believe like even like from elementary school these days, they're having people work on laptops now. There aren't really any books. And especially as a college student right now myself, every single assignment of ours is online, it's on our laptop. So we know how it works. We know how to copy paste. We know how to write. We know how to follow instructions online. So this is so easy for us. It's going to be really easy for us because all you have to do is follow instructions. That's all you have to do. And I believe, as you just mentioned, like how you said you didn't know how to copy paste before you started this business. And then after you started, you learned a lot, right, coach, through the training and everything.
Yes,
And
yes.
exactly for me as well. That's how I took it as well. Because as a Gen Z, like I knew how it works. Like I knew how to like do the basics, but
Mhm.
I didn't know like anything about the online world. I wasn't tech savvy like a coder,
Mhm.
but good enough to know the basics because I work online, like through my assignments and stuff like that. So when I started this business, I learned a lot actually. And
Yes.
because of the training, it made it so simple for me to understand because all I had to do was just follow instructions. So following instructions and listening is so important.
Yes, and keeping plugged into the
Mhm.
community because, like what you said, we have all the trainings in the world. Like, it is so advantageous for everybody that, because come to think of it, if you want to learn some things, like I could see on my newsfeed sometimes that there are ads saying that learn Canva, pay
Wow,
$99. Like, why do you have to pay? It's already in our community. Somebody, I
exactly.
could just call a business partner of mine and ask, like, how do you do your reels? How did you
Mm,
make that? Can you please tell me? So we have
exactly.
everybody teaching us and helping us grow in the community.
Yeah.
So your experience so far in the community, it's good,
Mhm.
right?
It is. Yeah.
Wow. So anyway, we have a lot of comments here, Mingma, for you. Um, Coach Jenny. Coach Jenny, she's also a medical laboratory scientist like
Oh
me. I work in the
wow.
laboratory. So she is a medical laboratory scientist and she already quit her job. We both
Wow.
love our professions, but we love our time freedom. So just to give you an idea, I also worked 2 to 3 jobs prior to this business, and slowly I was able to give up my one job, my second job, and then now I'm working part time and working on my early retirement. So let's
That's
see.
amazing.
And then she said that she's from California, and you know what? Here I have more here. Naomi from Florida. And if you're gonna go to the Gather and Grow in Florida, you will see her. And of
Ooh,
course, Marley. Marley is a nurse. So you can just imagine, so different people here,
wow.
different kinds of people, especially healthcare. Yeah, she said, wow, you are so inspiring. Oh my God.
Thank
But I
you.
cannot see the other comments. Um, for some reason, I'm sorry, guys, I don't have a mouse. So see, I don't even know how to do this thing. Yeah, she quit in 11 after 11 months into the business.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yes,
the power of consistency.
yes, being consistent. Okay, let's talk about consistency. Could you please give advice to our business partners in our
Yes.
community who are already in the business, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, some of them are not consistent?
right.
So, coming from you,
Honestly,
coming from a 20-year-old, what can you say about consistency?
one thing I can say about consistency is that consistency beats intensity and consistency beats motivation. So what I mean by that is like it's not about working on your business every single I mean like you have to work on your business every single day, but what I meant is like it's not about working on your business sometimes like with really great intense power for like 10, 12 hours, but what matters is about working on your business for at least 1 hour every day. 1 hour every day will compound into so many great things because every single tiny um attitude towards your business, every single tiny change and action makes a huge difference. So it's about the power of incremental growth. So do not think that working on your business just for 1 hour is not good. It's really good. That's what I do. Just 1 hour every day, but you must do it every day. No breaks.
Yes, 1 hour, but intentional. It's not
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to post because my coach told me to post.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Because you can
Exactly.
tell whether it's coming from your heart or not,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know? Yes. Thank you so much, Mingma. All right. So I don't want to stop this conversation, but I know you're such a busy young girl. And so, what is your message to everybody, especially those young people out there,
Mhm.
partying and not worrying
Yeah.
too much about the future? So, as our last, few words, what's your message for them?
Firstly, I want to say that I can't believe it's already been 25 minutes. I feel like we can keep on going with this conversation for so long because we're having so much fun and I'm having so much fun. But yeah, so my message to everyone out there, and including young people out there who are younger than me and people from my age and everyone out there, is honestly, guys, we may think that we have a lot of time left. We may think that life is all about YOLO, you only live once, but that's not the case. Let me like rephrase this. The phrase YOLO, you only live once, the way I take it is that you only live once. That's why live it to your greatest ability. Don't waste it because you only live once. Don't waste it by just like going to random hangouts. Don't waste it by partying all the time. Don't waste it by getting so intoxicated in things where you don't even remember yourself or anything out there. Go ahead and live this life in a great way because you only live once. YOLO. Thank you.
Wow. You know what? I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you, and told myself, like, okay, when she graduates psychology, I'm going to be her client.
Oh my gosh, really? Thank you so much. That would mean so much. But
Yeah, it's like you can be a very good whatever, like you're gonna have your clinic or something, and
we're
then you have your business on the side.
yeah.
So can you imagine that moment when it comes? So okay, last question. I always
Mhm.
ask this for my guests, that some people, when they're asked, like, what will you tell your younger self?
Yeah.
So in this case, put yourself in a situation wherein you're already like maybe 70 years old or 80 years old. And what can you tell the younger generation, where when you're already in your rocking chair or something, like
Uh-huh.
you're old,
Yeah.
old? So what can you tell them?
I'm imagining myself now. Okay. So if that were me right now, then my best advice would be to always please be kind and spread positivity. The world needs a lot of good energy only because every single tiny kindness that we spread, we may feel like, okay, but what's this going to do? You know, the world is so big. We have like 8 billion people. But no, that's not the case. Your tiny kindness that you put out there does make a huge difference. So please be kind.
Yes, be kind. Thank you so much, Mingma. And we will invite everybody. So, guys, you have heard Mingma's journey. She's very young, but she's into this digital business, and it's keeping her alive and always like inspired each day. So, I'm gonna invite you to check it out. This might also help you. I mean, it helped a lot of people already in our community. So this might be something that you have been praying for. So please check it out. Just give us your email or send us a message or drop a comment. Here's Mingma. Mingma, give us your website.
It's mingmalama.com. That's it. Yeah.
Wow, that's so easy, guys. So Mingma Lama. If you forget how to spell it, just go to my website, to my page, and you can check it out. Mingmalama.com. And my website too is maristelmarketing.net. And it's
Beautiful.
digital business.
Yes.
Bye.
And
Thank you,
once
everyone. Yes.
again, I just want to say thank you so much, Coach, for inviting me. I'm so honored to be here on your show today. Thank you.
And be prepared because a lot of people will be inviting you for an interview.
Thank you so
I,
much.
all right. Thank you so much. Bye bye. And
Bye.
don't go away because we're going to take pictures on backstage.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Thank you, guys.